If you're a Costco member, what's happening right now at your local warehouse is going to change the way you shop this year. And I'm not talking about small stuff like a new muffin recipe or a soda swap. I'm talking about real changes that will affect everything from how long you wait in line to how much you pay for your prescriptions. Some of these changes are already rolling out at certain locations, and most members haven't noticed yet. So today, I'm breaking down 10 big changes coming to Costco in 2026, what they mean for you. And honestly, a few of these had me pretty surprised. Let's start with number 1, and this one is about your time. 1. Faster checkout is finally coming. You know the feeling. You've got a flatbed cart loaded with paper towels, a case of sparkling water, maybe a rotisserie chicken you grabbed at the last second. And then you see the checkout lines snaking through the aisles. You start doing the mental math, wondering if you have time to grab one more thing or if that's just going to cost you another 15 minutes. Here's the thing about Costco. They've been hearing our complaints for years, and they're finally doing something about it. Throughout 2025, they tested something called a pre-scan technology, where employees scan the items in your cart while you're still waiting in line. By the time you reach the cashier, everything's already rung up. You just pay and go. No unloading your cart onto the belt. No watching the person ahead of you fumble for their membership card. Initial results showed checkout speeds improved by up to 20%. That's significant when you're talking about lines that can stretch 20 carts deep on a Saturday afternoon. CEO Ron Vakris confirmed on their Q1 2026 earnings call that this is a strategic priority for the year. They're also expanding their scan and pay system through the Costco app, letting you scan items as you shop and pay through your phone. If you've been frustrated by those lines, relief is finally on the way. 2. The food court is getting stricter. This one has been brewing for a while, but in 2026, Costco is getting serious about enforcing membership at the food court. You've probably seen those digital scanners at the warehouse entrance by now. They started rolling those out more aggressively in 2025, and you can't just flash your card anymore. Well, those same scanners are showing up at food courts now. According to reports on Reddit, members have spotted scanners at their local stores that haven't been activated yet. The writing is on the wall. The idea is simple. You'll need to scan your membership card before you can order that famous $1.50 hot dog. Some locations have already been doing this, particularly outdoor food courts in Southern California, where non-members were basically treating it like a cheap lunch spot. But in 2026, expect indoor locations to follow suit across the country. If you've got friends or family who have been sneaking in for cheap pizza without a membership, that loophole is closing fast. The upside? Executive members can now earn their 2% rewards on food court purchases, just like regular groceries. So if you're buying lunch there regularly, those rewards can add up. There's that silver lining. 3. A standalone gas station is opening. Think about your last fill-up at Costco. You probably drove to the warehouse, waited in that gas line that wraps around the parking lot, and maybe even did some shopping while you were there. Well, Costco is trying something completely new. In spring 2026, they're opening their first ever standalone gas station in Mission Viejo, California. No warehouse attached, just 40 pumps and Costco's member-only fuel prices. This is a huge shift for the company. They've never done anything like it before. You'll still need a membership to pump gas, but you won't need to navigate through a crowded parking lot or resist the temptation of that patio furniture display just inside the door. For people who live near Mission Viejo but far from a full warehouse, this could be a real convenience. And let's be honest, Costco gas prices are often 20 to 40 cents cheaper per gallon than surrounding stations. If this experiment works, we could see more standalone stations popping up in other areas. Costco hasn't announced additional locations yet, but they rarely tip their hand more than 3 months in advance. I'll be watching this one closely. 4. Up to 35 new stores are coming. If you've ever wished a Costco was closer to your home, 2026 might be your lucky year. CEO Ron Vakris announced during their September 2025 earnings call that Costco originally planned to open 35 new warehouse locations by the end of fiscal year 2026. Now, that number was revised down to 28 after some construction delays in Spain, but that's still a lot of new stores. 5 of those are relocations of older, smaller warehouses to bigger spaces with better parking. But the rest are brand new locations in markets that have been asking for a Costco for years. Some confirmed openings include West Roseville, California in January, plus Liberty Hill, Texas, Forney, Texas, and South St. George, Utah in March. There's also a massive 200,000 square foot store planned for Monterrey, Mexico, which will be the largest Costco in Latin America. Costco isn't just maintaining their presence, they're accelerating it. After opening 27 stores in 2025, they're pushing even harder this year as part of a $6.5 billion expansion strategy. If you've been driving an hour to get to your nearest warehouse, there's a decent chance that's about to change. You'd be awesome if you liked this video, by the way. It really helps the channel. 5. Your pharmacy costs could drop. Now this next one is why I wanted to make this video, because it could save you real money. Starting January 1st, 2026, Costco's pharmacy partnered with Navitus, a pharmacy benefit manager. Here's what that means in plain English. If your health plan uses Navitus, you'll get cost-plus pricing on prescriptions at Costco. That means you pay exactly what Costco pays for the drug, plus a small fixed markup. No hidden fees, no confusing rebates, just transparent pricing. Richard Stevens, Senior Vice President of Costco Pharmacy, said they're proud to be the first network pharmacy partner to deliver fully auditable drug costs, and if you live within an hour of a Costco pharmacy, Navitus members can get free same-day prescription delivery through Instacart. Think about that for a second. Free same-day delivery on your prescriptions. This won't replace your existing health plan if you're happy with it. But for people who qualify, it's a genuinely helpful option that could save hundreds of dollars a year depending on your medications. It's worth checking with your employer or insurance provider to see if Navitus is part of your plan. Kirkland Signature is expanding. Big time, most people don't realize that Kirkland Signature products account for about a third of Costco's total revenue. That's tens of billions of dollars every year. And in 2026, expect even more Kirkland items on the shelves. In the last few months of 2025 alone, Costco launched 45 new Kirkland products. We're talking everything from those viral caramelized blueberry cheesecake croissants to a new caramel brownie sundae at the food court. They even launched a new Kirkland Signature lager that's already showing up in warehouses that sell beer. The company has been clear that they'll keep adding items in categories like health and beauty, tires, and mattresses. They're also using Kirkland as a buffer against tariffs. By controlling their own manufacturing and sourcing, they can keep prices stable even when import costs rise. CFO Gary Millerchip said Kirkland items typically offer 15 to 20% savings compared to national brands with equal or better quality. So, if you've been loyal to name brands, it might be worth giving Kirkland another look. The quality has gotten remarkably good over the years, and your wallet will thank you. 7. Production is moving closer to you. Speaking of Kirkland, here's something most shoppers won't notice, but will definitely benefit from. Costco is shifting production of Kirkland products closer to where they're actually sold. So items for Canadian stores will be made in Canada, products for Mexico will be manufactured in Mexico, and they're expanding regional sourcing here in the US too, working with local suppliers to cut down on shipping distances. Why does this matter to you? Shorter supply chains mean lower transportation costs, which means Costco can keep prices down despite inflation. They've already tested this approach with impressive results. In Asia, they started making Kirkland laundry detergent locally and saved 40% on that product alone. That's not a typo. 40%. This isn't just about saving money either. It's also reducing the company's carbon footprint. Fewer trucks and ships moving products across the globe means less environmental impact. It's a quiet change happening behind the scenes, but a meaningful one that helps explain why Costco can hold prices steady when other retailers are raising them. 8. Employees are getting raises. This one affects the people who help you every time you shop. In March 2026, Costco employees covered by their union contract will see another pay increase. Hourly rates are going up by 50 cents to $1, depending on where employees fall on the pay scale. By the time these raises take effect, the lowest paid clerks will make at least $21 per hour, while those at the top of the scale will earn nearly $33 an hour. That's significantly higher than most retail competitors. Walmart's average hourly wage is around $18 for comparison. The agreement also includes additional vacation hours for senior employees and immediate access to time off for new hires. First-year employees now get paid vacation, which wasn't always the case. Now, some critics say these raises don't fully keep pace with inflation, and that's a fair point worth acknowledging. But Costco has consistently paid better than most retailers, and happy employees generally means better service for members. If you've noticed that Costco workers seem more engaged and helpful than staff at other stores, there's a reason for that. They're treated better, and it shows. 9. The app is getting smarter. If you've used the Costco app before, you know it's been fairly basic compared to competitors like Sam's Club or Target. That's changing in 2026. Costco is investing heavily in their digital strategy, and the numbers show it's already working. In their first quarter, app traffic jumped 48%, and digital sales increased over 20%. Those are big numbers for a company that built its reputation on the in-warehouse experience. So what's new? They've added personalized product recommendations based on your search history. They've implemented passwordless sign-in, which makes logging in easier and more secure. They're rolling out more targeted communications, so you'll see deals more relevant to what you actually buy instead of generic promotions. CEO Ron Vakris said their digital vision is to deliver a seamless experience that builds trust and loyalty. They want shopping at Costco to be easier, faster, and more personal, whether you're in the warehouse or on your couch. If you haven't downloaded the app recently, or if you deleted it because it wasn't useful, it might be worth another look. 10. Executive members are getting more perks. Now let me know in the comments if you've noticed this at your store. Since August 2025, executive members have had exclusive early shopping hours. On weekdays and Sundays, executive members can enter the store a full hour before everyone else. On Saturdays, it's 30 minutes early. Picture walking into Costco at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday morning with maybe a dozen other people in the whole building. No fighting for parking, no waiting for samples, no lines at checkout. That's the executive member experience now. This was controversial when it launched. Some Gold Star members felt like second-class citizens, and some employees weren't thrilled about coming in earlier. But Costco's reasoning makes sense from a business perspective. Executive members pay $130 a year, double the Gold Star price, and they account for over 74% of net sales. The company is also offering executive members a $10 monthly credit on qualifying Instacart orders of $150 or more. That's on top of the 2% cash back they already earn, which maxes out at $1,250 per year. If you're not an executive member yet but you shop at Costco regularly, it might be worth running the numbers. The membership costs more upfront, but between the early hours, the cashback, and now the Instacart credit, the value is real. So those are the 10 biggest changes coming to Costco in 2026. From faster checkout lines and stricter food court policies to new stores, lower prescription costs, and smarter technology, there's a lot happening this year. If I had to pick the most impactful change for the average member, I'd say the pharmacy partnership and the checkout improvements are the ones that will make the biggest difference in your daily life. But honestly, all of these add up to Costco trying to stay ahead of competitors like Sam's Club, who are already using AI-powered checkout systems and making aggressive moves of their own. Here's my question for you. Which of these changes are you most excited about, or which one concerns you? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. If you found this helpful, subscribing helps us keep bringing you these updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.